Dear friends and colleagues, it's a privilege to again participate in this global forum hosted by Foreign Policy Community of Indonesia. We are facing, obviously, we all know, complex, dangerous, extraordinary times that require courage, audacity for peace, audacity to change the mindset that every difference, every tension, one resolve with threat of use of force, with blackmail, or with worse, outright force. We have arrived at a point of almost no return in terms of dismantling the collective security institution that was created after World War II, the United Nations. This Security Council has proven to be almost irrelevant to prevent conflicts, to mediate, resolve conflicts when they do happen. Even in a situation like Myanmar, where for 3 years, tens of thousands of people have died, tens of thousands are tortured, imprisoned, the military with helicopter, aircraft, bombed with absolute impunity entire villages, thousands of children, women displaced, humanitarian crisis set in now for several years, and what has been the response of the international community? Lip service to the so-called ASEAN centrality. However, that same international community that often invoke rule of law, international law, opposition, blunt opposition to the use of force in international affairs, read it, Ukraine, are literally silent on Myanmar. But it is not only Myanmar, it is also Gaza. When in the beginning of this phase of the violence, in Gaza, in West Bank, in Palestine, in the decades-old conflict, Israelis-Palestinian, Israeli-Arabs conflict, there were allegations that some members of the United Nations agency operating in Gaza were sympathetic or actively involved with Hamas. No evidence ever was presented, and yet all the Western donors of the UN agency that look after hundreds of thousands of civilians in Gaza immediately, promptly impose sanctions on the UN itself, on the agency, cancel all their support. What they have done in relation to Israel, carpet bombing Gaza, to the extent that some international NGOs have confirmed the number of weapons that bomb dropped on Gaza is more than a bomb dropped on Dresden during World War II. I'm sorry. This is the root of the discredit of the UN, because when we lose morality, when we lose credibility because of the double standards, the hypocrisy that we practice, we destroy the collective international security system, we burn the bridges of trust between the global south, the global north, and some of us no longer care to listen to the human rights platitudes, whether of Western NGOs or whether Western countries. Until we address this issue of morality, of hypocrisy, we will know new ideas about new international system that will succeed. I thank you, and my apologies for this diatribe, but because I feel ashamed that I have not been able to do more for Myanmar. I have not been able to do more for the Palestinian children, the thousands and thousands of Palestinian children and women who are buried under the rubble of Israeli bombs, of American bombs, of Western weapons. May God save us.